Hey.
Ta-da! Here we are. Oh, that's a chair I'm kicking. Let me fix that. Okay.
Are we
Hey,
live?
everybody.
We're
We
live.
are live.
Yay. How's it going, everybody? Everybody who's here.
I just gotta fix some names down the bottom real quick. Hang on a second.
I was surprised. I'm like, I can try and play Rekton and Blackthorn, but
If you want to.
might not go too well.
There we go. Oh, stop it.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna have to take a straight ability score improvement.
Heaven forbid.
They're typically better all the way around.
I know, it kills me.
What level
I'm
are
in
we
love-
at right now? Just verify.
I'm in love with feet.
14.
I am.
Level 8. Stop it.
You have a feet fetish?
I do.
Ah.
I'll admit it. Started with 3.5 and
So,
I
for
just
some reason...
never got over it. But that means more intelligence and more dexterity. I sure built Tobias to not be an intelligent artificer, which I should have. Yeah,
That's a rough one.
should have thought about
They
that.
kind of need their
earlier on.
intelligence.
Yeah, I kind of built him to be the tank who would get smarter with time, and so far I've actually survived to do that. So
That's good.
unfortunately,
That's good.
I had to stop playing him in order to get him to that point.
Sometimes that's what has to happen, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Flash of Genius now, so
It's true, and I can actually use it better because I had a +1 intelligence a minute ago, and now I have a +2.
Oh,
So
gosh.
it might matter a little more.
meanwhile,
Flash of
me
Genius
with
is
my artificer
incredibly
with-
useless.
+5. I just add 5 to everything.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It ended up where I built a gazebo in character, and I rolled a 31, and I added Flash
Dang.
of Genius for a 36.
Just
Why
to
not?
build the gazebo. Yeah.
So it's now the most immaculate gazebo that you could possibly go to.
That is
Well,
awesome.
in my game, there would be a time hop forward at some point, and that gazebo would either be in memorandum somewhere or still existing as an ancient artifact of
Yeah,
right.
craftsmanship from a bygone age.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's for sure.
So,
Little product placement here for a minute. We're now
Yeah.
sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
I don't know if
Oh,
you
we
say
are?
that.
I was-
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it's great. Perfect.
But I was gonna say, now I really want to play as an artificer who has a Flash of Genius with a negative modifier and just does that haphazardly.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna play as a bard is sponsored by everything now.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got patches and
He's
stickers.
always
from-
working sponsorship agreements
Yeah,
everywhere he
exactly.
goes.
from all
Exactly.
of the trading companies.
In fact,
that
I'm
he-
gonna tell Mike about that, and then that's gonna end up in your campaign.
Oh, right. Thanks.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Welcome to the chat. Is my chat connected? Yes, it is. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's give a quick shout out to our latest follower who joined us 3 days ago. So we weren't even live at the
nice.
time.
Nice.
Appreciate that. That would be Beothor 1976, the best year
Beothor.
ever.
There
So,
you go.
but appreciate that. And yeah, so we're doing good. We probably had a couple of new subscribers that came through this latest conference I was at. Was Life, the Universe, and Everything. I talked about the stream in there. And
Oh, cool.
hopefully we got some
And it's
people
fantastic.
that joined it from that. So,
It was.
let's see how we're looking here. I'm looking a little washed out, but maybe that's just my... I don't know. Maybe that's just my monitor.
End of February pallor.
It's
Yeah,
right.
that's what I have.
It's what it
Yeah.
is.
June cannot be here sooner.
I need to powder my forehead. I got some reflections going on there. Oh. So Mark was in drama with me in high school. That was fun learning about makeup then.
Yeah.
And at one point, did I ever tell you this? At one point, I was. It was still like during class. It was during school, but we had a rehearsal for something or whatever, and I was working with makeup, and I had just a whole bunch of eyeliner pencil marks under my eye and stuff, and I just been messing with it, like the whole pencil the whole time, and fast forward to parent-teacher conference. And my biology teacher is sitting there across the table from me and my mom, and was like, "Ryan, did you have a black eye a week or two ago?
Oh.
Are you getting in any fights? Are you doing okay?" And I'm like, I'm fine."
Your mom must beat me up, man. You can't imagine the pressure.
Oh gosh, that was the second time that my mom had been asked if somebody was beating me up. Yeah, the first time I had to do a tetherball. Bruises all over my arm.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Because you're playing a little too intensely with too flat of a ball.
Exactly.
I do have my
That one
camera
was-
on now, by the way.
Oh, good. Let me check. That's awesome. So let's see if I can get both you and... Can I get you and Sully at the same time?
Here we go.
If not, I would recommend doing her face. She's much more appealing to watch.
I can get both of you at the same time. However, your names are going to be in the wrong spots, and people are just going to have to deal with it. Because I'm done switching that.
Here we go.
We accept.
But yes, we have the both of you now. Boom.
Huzzah!
All right, I'll fix the names.
Aw.
Erica, you're playing Sully now.
Okay, understood.
Oh no! Wait, do I get a fox?
Cameron, if you could just email her.
You are down to
dude.
43 hit points, though, instead
Yeah.
of the normal.
Yes.
well,
Wait, is Sully talking? Or there you go.
Yeah.
Cameron, can you talk for me real quick? Because I don't know if I'm picking you up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
Hi.
you go. Okay,
All better?
La, la,
Yeah.
la, la, la.
sounds good.
Okay, well, let's get into the story. Let's start the stream off, I guess. We'll do that first, which is what we always do. Hi, welcome to Dragon's Keep TV. You're watching us live from the basement of the Orem Dragon's Keep, your friendly local gaming store. And we play here every Monday at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. If you are interested in playing with us sometime, send me an email at dragonskeeptv@gmail.com, and we will love to have you guest with us on the stream. That'd be a lot of fun. Be a great experience for you, and it's always fun to see how our players deal with new and fun guests on the show as well. So, if you'd like to see what it's like to stream and to play along with a bunch of people like us, then send me an email. My name's Ryan. I've been playing D&D for a long time, and I am the host and DM of this stream and this game. And we're just going to go around the table and introduce everybody just so everybody knows who everybody is. We're going to start at the bottom this time. That's with Cameron.
Oh.
Tell us about yourself, Cameron.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I really like chocolate milk, in case you haven't been with us for a while. That's kind of important to know. Christmas is the best holiday, and Thursday is the best day of the week.
Yep.
I'm playing a forest gnome druid named Sully. I might also this session be playing as another character, or are they leaving?
Nope, they're still here. We still need them. But
Cool.
you're
Then I will-
gonna main Sully and
Sounds good.
Levy will tag along. I can't get both the
Okay.
names out at the same time.
Sully, yeah. I don't know. They both ended up with EYs at the end, or
Yeah.
just Y. Just, I don't know. But I might, whenever I'm talking, I might be trying to peel super glue off my fingers because I'm currently using a lot of super glue to make some minis that I've been printing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I guess you can't see it, but
No, yeah, it's big.
look at it.
That's giant.
Yeah,
Is that
it's-
from Storm King's Thunder? Is that the Storm
it
Giant?
is a storm giant. Yes,
Yeah.
it is a storm giant.
Nice.
My players in the campaign I'm running have that to look forward to, but
Awesome.
Very cool.
Erica, tell us
Dangerous.
about yourself. You're joining us from
Hi,
the farthest
I'm
away today.
I am in the Show Me state of Missouri, which I've begun to lovingly call the Feywild because it's just too wild. It's too wild here. I don't know what to do with it. I'm currently surrounded by my crafting supplies, of which consists calligraphy pens, apparently, and also
Ooh.
I don't do calligraphy. I don't know how to do it, but I have a ton of calligraphy pens around me right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's see,
I used
I've
to
got
do that,
reading
too.
supplies, I
It's a
have
lot
a
of fun.
sewing box, I have like a couple random assorted projects. I have a card game somewhere. Multiple card games.
How
some
fun.
birdwatching
Show and
guides.
tell today.
I don't know.
Love it.
Awesome.
Lots of stuff. I got an Eastern Forest book. There's a lot of stuff around me.
All right, tell us about
You
Lene.
can't see any. Lene is my character. She is a divination wizard with a fox named Ferris. Yes, we do know his name.
Yes,
She's
I do remember that
kind
now.
of-
Dang
Yes.
it. I should have
She
remembered
meant the party.
the day off, man. I'll never
I
forget.
know. I thought I wouldn't forget it either, but here we are. Anyway, my character met up with the party quite some time ago and left to go study in Lady Sylvana's library and has since returned with a bunch of potions that we have since consumed and used up. And now we're going into a spooky place.
Yes.
We'll go
I'm
with
glad
spooky
you're here,
place.
so I don't have to kill you off with acid breath in the first round. So that'll be good.
I was
forgot
thinking that
she morphed right at the end.
I was gonna say, which Ryan is still fully willing to do.
All right, Troy,
Scared.
tell us about yourself and about Tobias.
Yeah. Playing Tobias today, which is gonna be fun. I'm Troy. Been playing D&D for about 2 years now, and this is the longest I've ever been in a group. Year today, which is awesome.
That's true. Happy anniversary, Cameron and Mark and
Oh,
Troy.
That's
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
It
keeping
is a
track
year.
because
If you go by holiday, if you go by like Mondays, then yes, today's a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because it was President's Day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love that. So, and I'll be playing as Azrael too, I guess. But one thing that I completely forgot about him was that he left his sickle on the mountain. So I'll be doing a lot of punching and kicking.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
That's right.
he will be the jump monkey and Tobias the tank. Hopefully I can distract this dragon to aim at the big metal man in the middle of the room. So
All right, and Mark.
Yeah, Mark, I've been playing D&D a long time. Probably, too old to be in the basement of a comic book store, right? Nah, it isn't. That's the best part about it is it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, we're here tonight to see if we can get some closure on this situation. So it'll be interesting to see how everybody does.
Yep, for sure. Okay, well, let's begin. We left off. The group had entered into the hammer, the great wall that divides the east and the west sides of our realms, and has for the last over 500 years or more. As the attack from the dragons drained most of the lake, you found an entrance to it on the east side of this, on the east side of the hammer, and inside there found a large, extravagant room. I'm scrolling on the wrong map. You're not going to see me scrolling on that one at all. All right. Okay.
the big throne room / not throne room.
Yes.
With the table that just exploded.
Yeah, we're going to call it a big council room. Exactly.
And we are surmising that this dragon is anyone specific? I'm trying.
Yes,
I get
okay.
A little bit of a memory from that
Yeah.
from last time.
When you came in,
Really hoping it's
you
no one specific.
were greeted by this dark elf-looking tiefling. Let's call it a tiefling half-elf. How about that? So
Okay.
kind of fun. Who insulted Eddie, calling you I think it was what
A whelp?
a whelp of an avatar.
Right.
And and then things went downhill for her there when she found herself outmatched by the insults that you guys were able to hurl back at her in rapid fire.
Yeah.
I set myself up for that, and I should have been ready. I really should have known on that one.
Whenever you have to open up the Urban Dictionary, you know you have a good thing on your
That's
hands.
right. And so she immediately started marching forward, transforming into. She introduced herself though as the avatar of Bishaba.
Okay.
That's always fun.
Transformed into a giant black dragon, which those who are on the other side of the Teor side of the wall had seen her do before. I'll put her up on the GM layer for a moment. And started coming towards you guys. Just as she was about to, just as she was rearing back to blast you with acid, though, you've heard the door behind you, the great stone doors start to slide open.
Ooh, how many feet is that? Ooh, that's 108 feet.
Yeah, she's far away still.
Yep.
And everyone turned expectantly to see who was behind the door that could possibly help save you in this moment.
Dramatically.
And as the door opens, you see 3 silhouettes on the far side. Oh, hang on one second. I didn't load up their avatars. Hang on.
Ooh, should have brought my mouse today.
They step forward into the room and into the light.
Big
One,
middleman.
a large warforged.
Hey!
With a very rapidly speaking, annoying voice echoing inside of it.
Oops.
But we love 8, so I don't hold that
Oh.
against her.
On his left, an air genasi. Where did he go? I lost Azrael. Hang on.
Hopefully that will be the question that the dragon is asking in a minute. Where did they go? I don't know.
Oh, where'd you go? There you go.
I'm missing my notes. I'm gonna find them real fast.
Yay!
Oh, no worries. And on his right steps in with 2 swords drawn, a familiar ranger who you haven't seen in several months.
Whoa.
No, not.
Heck yeah. Kevin! Heck
Good.
yeah.
Strides forward and says, "Hey boys, looks like you found some trouble."
Yeah, and it looks like you came just in the nick of time.
I turn around and look at the dragon and I just laugh and say, "You're so screwed now, Kelvin."
Tobias kind of shoulders Calvin's like, I'm looking at what's behind her. First one there's, last one there's a rotten egg. All
All
the
right.
Chinese words.
We got
Just a
everybody
reminder.
on the map.
I believe the effect with Bro is still active.
Yes.
Which effect was that? I don't remember.
The
Is that-
plus
oh,
one
is it,
d4 to all rolls within 30 feet.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
those,
the aura we've got going on right now. And
Oh, sweet.
Okay, yeah. That is.
Yeah, that,
I was gonna ask that because I've got that expended, and then I saw those red markers, and I wasn't sure where we were at on that. So
yeah, I wrote it down. I
okay, great.
wrote it down.
all right, the black dragon in front of you smiles a wicked smile, almost scoffing. This is what you brought me? Just more targets, more people who will end up skeletons by the time I'm done with them.
Tobias kind of walks forward and just like, nope, just this one. Hits his chest and
Uh-huh.
just like charges the gauntlets. They just flare to life.
Nice.
Yeah, well, if you think you can reduce us to skeletons, or you think you're going to kill any more people after today, you're going to have to go through us first. So that's how it's going to be.
Actually, Tobias, do you even like have a skeleton, or is it more of like just metal?
It's mostly metal, but I do have one, yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, then yes, we
excited
did
to
bring
show
more
it off.
skeletons, but we will not be reduced to skeletons. We'll still be clothed skeletons, and we will. We did so much better last time we bantered
You're
with
right.
her. We
Yeah.
should just start fighting.
It does.
That's okay.
It's
Or
true.
not, we'll take you down.
You lose this round. It doesn't
But
matter.
Team
You're
Rocket
too
will
late.
be back.
Team Rocket will be back. It doesn't matter. You're too late anyway. Her tail flicks behind her and sweeps away the table that she smashed when she turned into a dragon. You can see on the floor under the table these sigils of 12 different gods that we determined. There were 12 different gods that you determined last time.
Yeah.
Right?
6 from each side of the wall.
She turns her head back and says, I've found the way, and I've got the strength now to finally end this binding. And she breathes acid all over this sigil. And you can see it start to steam, and it glows bright for a second, and then poof, poofs out. And she laughs again. And breathes in and almost seems to grow just another extra bit.
Incremental, okay.
I'm not like exponentially grow, but
Yeah.
she seems bigger and taller now. I am at my full strength now. It's gone. I don't have to act through avatars anymore. They thought that we wouldn't be able to they thought that we wouldn't be able to influence the world as much. And of course they were right for a time. But they didn't count on me binding to a young dragonborn and tricking that fool Tiznip into turning me into a full dragon. Of course, as a bonus, I got my dragon army as well.
Gosh darn it, Tiznip. What the heck, man?
Makes a lot of sense.
After all these years now, I have complete control. My sister and these other usurpers will be banished soon enough, along with their avatars, which will go for. But first, their avatars themselves. And she turns back to you, ready to breathe fire again. Or not fire, ready to breathe acid again.
Yeah.
As she does that,
I didn't see you roll a d6. I was just,
No, I haven't rolled it yet. We haven't started.
just to recharge.
We haven't started.
I mean, I'm just
finished it yet.
But I mean, she did use her breath weapon.
It's true. She did.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, she has legendary breath recharge.
Oh,
If I'm not
shoot.
This is a
mistaken,
problem.
I should have Mage Armor Rod. I'm not-
That'll be good.
Yes, I believe we talked about that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I think I've got that up already. So
All right, we scroll back down,
take whatever I can get.
and we're going to move our guest into place. And I don't have Kelvin's permission for this yet, so we hope that you guys can pull this off and not kill him off. We'll see.
Well,
Otherwise,
So much
The
faith.
goal's for no one to die.
I'll take it.
So
yeah. If I remember right, Kelvin still has a particular potion that has a scale in it. He has not
think that is
consumed yet.
correct.
and as you see him walk forward, he walks in between Eddie and Levy there, and says, "Listen, big guy," and taps Eddie on the shoulder. Sylvana said we weren't supposed to let her do that, but now that she has, I'll take care of her, and you see if you can fix things up. And he pulls a vial out of his cloak
Heck yeah.
and pops the cork off of it. And
I don't remember which one he had, actually.
I do.
I do.
Oh, that's awesome.
And quaffs it in one gulp. And then standing in his place, a moment later, is a shimmering gold dragon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nor do I remember
yeah.
what gold dragons breathe.
They breathe fire.
fire.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Let's see if I can get both of them on the screen. Nope. It's a really long haul. Bishaba roars, and they will start combat, and you guys will stay out of it momentarily.
Okay.
Kelvin charges, breathing fire, and she charges back at him, blasting him with acid. And they meet in the middle of the hall and immediately start rolling and twisting and clawing at each other, unable to fly away. These two giant beasts locked in dangerous, destructive combat as they both try to get another angle at each other to try and breathe another blast of their breath weapon.
Ooh,
That battle begins.
as he's marching forward, can I cast Enlarge on him? Or are dragons something about dragons?
He is like they're filling up.
I can't imagine,
So-
it would help him being any bigger.
He may not be able to because it does say if there's not enough room for the the creature to enlarge, it won't.
I gotcha, okay.
So it won't do damage. And if they're filling the space, then maybe that could be the risk.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Okay. As that happens, go back to my notes. Let's start with. Oops, you're no longer Jin, like I thought. Tobias.
My bad.
And now we don't have a desert anymore, we have a cityscape. Gotta change my notes. Sully's still good. Lene. One second.
Oh, I went to the right one.
Come on, who is it? Nope. Sorry, Linnea, I thought I was going to have to just knock you out at the beginning of this.
I did too. It's okay.
So I just need a quick moment to grab a holy symbol that I can relate to you.
Awesome.
Luckily, I played a cleric whose god was a holy symbol of a book. I think that'll work well. I just need to remember what his name was.
Mm.
Whoops, made things complicated. It's okay.
No, you're fine.
All good. Does the Google Doc with have Wi-Fi password? Yep, that's the one. My phone's having problems down here.
Oh, you were running a hotspot this whole time?
No, just with my general Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Turns out we're in the basement of Dragon's Keep. Just never hooked up my phone, actually. How I'm able to run Discord through my phone and not Spotify through my phone, I don't understand.
Seriously? Sorry, 1 second.
You're fine. I'm using the time to continue to go through all of my spells I've looked at 4,000 times.
Got it.
What
Okay.
spell slots I have.
Hey, you never know.
That would be Dugmarian Bright Mantle. Whew.
Nor do I have my rolling table with me.
Okay, let's get back in it. All right, two dragons are crashing into each other and rolling around, fighting in the middle of this grand hall. As they begin doing that, you guys feel the magical effect of a spell, an ancient spell, breaking and just reverberating through the hammer and through the room. As you do, you can kind of feel or sense the presence of the deities, the gods and goddesses who put this spell into place eons ago. Sully, you can sense the tree mother. She doesn't speak, but you smell the dampness of new rainfall, and you feel the wind blowing through the forest, and it's pulling you forward. And Tobias, you see a vision of a faraway cityscape at the base of a mountain, and sense the power of a strong power of life coming from there. Lene finds herself face to face with an old dwarf inside a library, and he's sitting there tinkering away, looking at a book that he is studying as a reference, some kind of reference manual for this thing that he's tinkering at. He looks up and sees Lene, and then pushes the book over in your direction. Eddie, you find yourself back on the streets of Paulwatch, alone again at night, and you hear a voice that spoke to you back in your youth and set you on the path of Timora. And as you turn around, you see the goddess herself standing behind you. She looks down at you, smiling, as she tends to, and says, "Edward, You must reform the spell. Find my quarters behind the north door and bring back my relic. If you don't, then we cannot hold Beshaba or any of the other gods out of this realm. And then she fades away, and you find yourself back in back here in this room.
Region.
Yep.
And she told me the what side of the room?
The north.
Oh, north end in the.
Yes, the north end.
Okay, so we need to get past the fight. All right.
AKA the most difficult door to get to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lene, you start reading through this book, and you look at what the old dwarf is tinkering at, and see that he has a disc with several indentations in it. And in this disc are carved symbols of the various gods and goddesses that you've seen around the room here as well. Or in that sigil that got destroyed. And then in the book, you can see that it's a spell book, and it performs some kind of binding and banishment rite.
Unlike anything I've ever seen?
Yes, no. Yes, no. It is unlike anything you've ever seen. But there are a lot of notes in the margins that he's scribbled down, and a lot of instructions that seem very specific and arcane, though. And there's a mathematical calculation for the power level, depending on how many gods participate. And you can see it's like he's graphed it, and it's kind of an exponential curve, right? And then he's circled, right in the middle, he's circled where it's at the middle point of it, and he says, and there's a note that says sufficient, and then up at the top there's a note that says not permanent, but lasting, not lasting.
Okay.
Okay. And then before you can ask him any questions, though, he closes the book and waves at you, and you get whooshed back into this grand hall. Sully, you feel like that wind is blowing at you from the east. And Tobias, as you are flying back, that sense of magical life is coming at you from the west.
Excellent.
All right, step one. Let me scroll back up here so that everybody can see. How do you get past these dragons?
Well,
I don't have the book in my hand still, do I?
You do not. But you can remember it almost perfectly.
Good.
okay. Well,
See.
anybody got any ideas on how to get past
Yeah.
these dragons?
Yeah, I've got some mirror images that would just love to start dancing with these guys.
The only problem with that is they have true sight, most dragons, so that's not going to help you keep out from. So are we just going to try to get past them, or are you guys are we going to also engage in the fight?
We can move
What do we do?
quickly. Maybe throw one distraction their way.
Okay. What distraction do you guys want to try to do? What were you going to say, Sully?
Well, I
I may have something.
Okay. What?
Nathair's Mischief, if you're familiar.
I'm not.
I'm a huge
20
fan.
feet. It's a 20-foot cube, and It has a variety of effects, but most of which would be at least distracting, if not more beneficial.
Okay.
It could make difficult terrain, though. I will warn you.
Oh well, we can't. I don't think we can handle that. We need to get past.
But
these
it's only
guys,
a
right?
20-foot cube. It's only a 20-foot cube, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what point are we start to risk in kind of getting embroiled in this combat? Is it just right there at the edge of the room?
It is right there in the center of this room, so
Yeah.
you can sneak around. You can try and sneak around to the edges. Let me see if I can. So, like, if you're trying to go around them to the sides there,
Yeah.
or over there,
Uh-huh.
you could try and slip past, and I'll have you make a dex save
Deck save to get
to do
try
that.
to get through there. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we might as well all just start trying to do that first of all, because any kind of stealth we try to do may not be
Yeah.
because of true sight may not be usable. So.
How tall is the chamber?
You can still hide from True Sight if you're good enough at sneaking.
Right. It's just that they can see through invisibility or any other
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll see through illusions and
Yeah.
stuff.
Is the chamber big enough to jump and get lift to like intercept something going high?
It's probably 20 feet tall,
Okay, so not too bad.
but it's not big enough for the dragons to fly up or
Yeah.
anything. But
Okay.
it's big enough to be like impressive.
Right. Not big enough for them to hover in any way.
Right.
Okay.
No, they are on the ground, and while you guys were talking, I was circling them around each other and
Yeah. Yep.
on the map and just messing around. So they're basically rolling around and just locked in this battle of clawing and biting.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys move up, just as you're getting
So I
close.
can always slap a whole big old 20-foot web on them as we sneak past as a last resort.
Okay.
Well, the spell I have it lasts for a minute. It is an illusion spell, though. I don't know if that's a problem.
Yeah, they may be able to see through that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's...
Yeah, I've got
I mean-
web, or I can just enlarge myself and push them.
It could make... one of
That
them's
might get a little
wisdom,
messy, though.
One of them's a dex save. Another's a wisdom save, and another's just difficult terrain. And it changes every 6 seconds.
I think
every round.
Sully is gonna realize that, like, as we're kind of approaching and hashing out how do we get around them plans, I think he's gonna realize, like, someone's just gotta be the control group, gotta know what it's like just to make a dash for it. So I think Sully and Marty are gonna break for it. Sully in Marty's saddle's just gonna kind of tear ahead. He has a 50-foot speed, and we're just gonna try and room past around this corner right here. Just no tricks, just run.
Yeah.
And I'll have Bro try to stick close to them as they make that move so that they continue to maintain that and starts following suit. And then after Eddie stands there kind of looking around for a second, like waiting for somebody to tell him what to do, he goes, oh, okay. And we all start kind of making these quick moves to move through here.
great.
Azrael makes a move to turn right, but then Tobias grabs his shoulders like, wait, I need you to turn left.
Okay.
Can I get a grip on where to go?
Oh yeah, you didn't have directions, did you? Let's have you go to the. Let's have you go to the north with Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah, to the heart of the problem. Sounds good.
Yeah, because you'll want to be up by where the
Where the sigils were?
sigils were anyway.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Okay.
also, I can't move Tobias or Azrael's tokens, so I don't know if
yeah,
they're
'cause
on
they're
a
new.
different layer, yeah.
No, they're just. I need to give permissions to everybody
Oh, gotcha.
on that.
Sorry about that.
Nope, you're good. Okay, as you approach, Marty rears back, just about ready to sprint, starts clawing at the ground, and 15 feet above your head, a blast of fire comes roaring past you enough that you can feel it singe the tops of the hairs on the top. It gives you a haircut a little bit.
Oh!
And you hear a deep Kelvin voice say, Oh, sorry about that.
I'll take that as a cue and start running.
Yeah, we're going.
Yep.
Yep.
He says, "Get moving now," and then bites down on her wing.
Ooh.
Okay, as you're rushing past,
So we'll split this way.
her breath weapon does not recharge, so you won't have to deal with that this round.
Yay.
But let me have everybody make a, not a saving throw, let's make an acrobatics check
Okay.
to dodge and jump around and leap around and try and dodge the wings that are flapping around and the tails that are slapping
Exactly
on the
Awesome.
ground.
I was gonna say, I'll take this as Azrael, so you got a good 19
Blue is
with his freaking plus 10 for acrobatics.
17 for Eddie and a 7 for Bro.
Ooh.
Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Okay, now we're just not having any fun. Okay, that's better. 12 for Tobias. He probably leans his shoulder into it a little too hard. Expecting to be hit.
Okay, it's a 15.
Yep.
That's what I need you to pass.
15?
Yep.
Sully fails.
Okay.
Used the psionic ability die too to succeed, and I rolled a 1
so,
on it.
So Bro, as soon as Bro
No.
sees Sully starting to potentially flag, he uses his Cosmic Omen to add a d6 to your roll before
Oh,
I
wait.
have any idea what you rolled.
Do we still have the aura effect for D4?
Oh, yeah, you do actually.
Oh.
But this is an
but
ability
this-
check.
is it-
It is an ability check.
I think. Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it might be still an ability check. Emboldening Bond. Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So yeah, it would work. Actually, the emboldening bond would work.
Okay.
I'll definitely take that then.
The
I don't like this area at all.
emboldening bond put me at a 14, so nope, I still fail.
Then the wheel for his cosmic omen.
Okay,
Okay.
so I get this. 10
Uh-huh.
plus 2 acrobatics.
Okay.
Rolled a 1 for that help. Flash of genius.
Okay.
I will just dive roll, and that gets me to 15. That is amazing.
All right, if you made the save, take no damage. If you failed, then you need to take 11 bludgeoning
11?
damage from a tail that swipes
Forward
around
tail. Okay.
and smacks you.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 plus 7 for 12. Then I used my sonic ability die to 13 because I rolled a 1. Then with the emboldening bond, that's another 1 to a 14, and I rolled a 1 on the cosmic omen thing, so I'm at
gosh.
15.
Wow.
So bad.
Wow. Thank goodness for the die pile.
That was
I wish I was a bard too. Actually.
I
inspiration.
don't know what happened, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
And then here's Azrael, like, tiptoeing over dragons. Like,
Well,
nobody's
that's
business.
better than if she had recharged her acid breath. That would have been a 22 dex save. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
we
got a
made
tail
that.
attack on this one.
Don't like that.
Okay,
Okay.
and Lene, how'd you do?
I got a 17, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, great.
Can't find it again, but
Oh,
let
yeah,
me
that's
go
right.
look at
I've
that.
got it.
it's somewhere on D&D Beyond. Somewhere.
I got it.
Okay.
Game log. You got a 19 with your plus 2.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 17 plus 2, 19.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I did good.
Gotcha.
Do I need to do it for Ferris as well?
If you're carrying him, then no. If he's running around on his own, then yes. But we'll give him advantage because he's little.
'Tis true. Little and nimble.
Okay,
Marty
and
did fine.
Bro
15.
and Levy.
Plus whatever.
That works.
How did
Yeah,
Bro and
bro.
Levy do?
Bro
Really
took
good.
11. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Levy's awesome. He's not taking
Levy's
any.
awesome.
He's good.
Okay.
A little bit more optimized than Sully.
Oh, 18 for the
Actually,
fox.
Great.
And where do we get with those rolls?
That takes you your movement.
From where we were?
Yeah, from where you were. Sorry, I'm moving you instead of you guys moving yourselves.
That's fine.
Does that include with
Either
the dash
direction.
action? Or
Yes, you can dash.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I probably should have measured that, but yeah.
And then we get the
that's-
dash
yeah.
action too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Azrael's like through the door and into the next state by now. So.
Okay.
Speedy monk, built for speed.
All right.
Beady beady.
And the three of you who are headed up to the north,
Mm-hmm.
let's have you make one more acrobatics check.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see if her breath weapon recharges. Dang, that's a 3. Come on.
Orange is Eddie this time. Ooh,
Ooh.
10 for Eddie and 7 for Bro, so they both get hit.
Not good.
What'd you get, Lene?
She trips and falls on her face.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Natural
12
one.
this time.
Oh no.
That's a 12 this time.
A 3.
This time a wing from the black dragon smacks down on all three of you.
Mm-hmm.
The
Just
fox got a
covers
natural
you.
20 though. For a
Oh, great.
23, so.
Well, that's because
Fine.
you getting slapped to the floor. You like, threw the fox and he went flying.
Exactly. Save the fox.
Utterly
How much was it now?
12 this time.
12.
Yep.
Okay.
12 damage.
Isn't there a band called Saving Ferris? Right?
Barn Dog is impressed with Sully with your rolling.
Uh,
No kidding, right?
12.
I'm glad somebody is. I
Yep.
really am.
Please clarify 12 damage?
12
Yes.
damage, 12 bludgeoning damage. Yep.
Any extra effects for failing?
Nope. Just get smacked.
So, do we get another set of movement
Yes,
for
so
that?
you can move again. The rest of you, you're standing in front of a door.
Yes.
It looks solid, but unlocked as you test the doorknob.
Oof. I think Azrael is just inexperienced enough to just try opening it.
Great. He opens it, and it is dark inside, completely dark, even to dark
Say-
vision.
I
Dang.
was gonna say Sully's experienced enough to know not to open it, but he's just gonna open it too.
Inside, you find a void, just a dark, empty void.
Oof. Ooh, actually, this does not make Azrael nervous in the slightest.
He prefers that kind of stuff.
He does indeed.
Great. All right.
Sully
we go back to the
doesn't,
map.
but
How'd you guys do it? Are you safely out of the dragon's area there? Okay.
Hopefully.
Yep.
One last round. Let's see if it recharges. Dang it. That's 2 1s and a 3 so far.
Yeah. Having been a dragon for one session, yeah, that breath weapon does
Yeah.
not like to
4,
recharge.
2, 1. This dice is loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded the right way.
Uh,
So, Bro, rather than using his action and his bonus action to take the move action again, he's going to actually no, that is what he's move action. Oh yeah, and then so he's going to use his bonus action actually to move the extra feet by using his feline agility, and
nice.
then he's going to put out emboldening bond.
Okay.
But now it's going to center on his comrades that are with him rather than the ones that have split off, so that
Great.
he can continue to give these bonuses here. So
Okay.
Cool.
with emboldening bond.
Yeah, and Azrael just straight up takes Tobias's hand and goes, come with me, big metal man thing," and just charge right into the darkness.
All right.
Well,
You guys charge in. Sully, as you, just before you leap in, you glance behind and you see that Bishaba has got Kelvin Dragon pinned down and is biting at his neck, and he's whipping his tail around trying to throw her off. And rolls over and flips her off. Not with his finger, but flips her off of him.
They'll fully agree with the second one.
And then you jump into the darkness. Up at the top, do you guys pause at all before you go into that door?
No, Bro's gonna lead the way.
Okay.
He's gonna say, he'll just say, "Let me go first," and he's gonna kind of lead the way in there, just so that he can see what's up.
All right.
I'll check the dragon fight.
The dragon fight, as you were looking back, you see that Kelvin has flipped off the dragon.
Flipped off the dragon.
And she goes rolling back towards you and is like barrel rolling directly into your guys' direction.
Oh,
Watch out.
Dive into the room before she squishes.
And you jump into... Sorry, and you guys are... Your icons, your tokens are still there. Are you up by the door or are you...
I'd move
Guys
my
add?
well, I moved my
Oh,
two movements.
keep
that I
moving.
could-
You're
Oh.
Once you were past where
Oh.
she could damage
Okay.
you, you guys were free to move again.
Oh,
Sorry
okay.
about that.
So as we're coming through here,
60-ish.
and again, Bro is going to be the one that leads the way through the door,
Yeah.
but Eddie's going to just glance around in this area to see if he can kind of pick up on anything, patterns, iconography, just to kind of reserve for later.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming that this has something to do with what we're about to try to do.
All right,
and then
great.
We'll go all through the door.
Give yourself an inspiration die
Okay.
to use later. All right,
For
you
Eddie.
jump through the door just as a dragon smashes into it right behind you. You close the door
Presumably
behind you.
slamming it shut.
Yeah. And then you see Kelvin coming right at her heels quickly as she gets her feet back underneath her and starts charging back at
She
him.
slammed the door with what? Dragon butt.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with each of you have the same experience begin. So, though I'm describing this all in one, imagine everybody in different spots. You smack against solid ground. It seems to be like you fell just a couple feet or so and find yourself on the ground, on solid ground. And as you stand up, you realize that you can see again, though it's still dim light. You find yourself in some kind of a labyrinthine area, but the walls are all made out of like starscapes. So that's where the glow, the light is coming from, is the glow of these stars that should be up in the sky, right? But you seem to be walking among them.
So
Almost like you're on Rainbow Road in Mario, right?
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
just from Bro's perspective, are these how the constellations appear in the sky with
Good
him
question.
being a starry druid and knowing most likely that kind of thing?
That's
or
a great question.
reasonable?
Hang on to that.
Okay.
In order to find your way, I need you guys to make a wisdom check. And if you have either, I prefer religion actually, but if you have Arcana, then you could use that one as well.
If
And
you're
we're gonna do a skill challenge
Okay.
Nice.
in order to try and find the end of this labyrinth correctly. So for each group, and I haven't put, you guys are all together except for Lene and Eddie. You're each with your other doppelgangers. So choose whoever you would like. If you would like to make religion checks, I need you to make 3 successes before you get 3 failures. And if you are using, if you're using religion, then the difficulty is a 14.
Okay.
If you're using Arcana, the difficulty will be a 15.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. And we're just doing it as a group, so... Or
everybody. Your girls are all
individual
separate,
groups.
so
Yeah.
I was going to say like your groups individually, but the only 2 of you that are together are Linnea and Eddie.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
are Mark and Eric are the only 2 together. So you guys can figure that out.
Well, I have Eddie has a +4 religion.
Okay.
I don't know
I have a
what your...
+7 to Arcana
Okay.
and a +4
it was
to
a-
religion.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have you do the Arcana. That's 1 better. We got 1 better chance
Yes.
because it's a little higher difficulty, but you've got a better modifier.
Each character needs to participate. So
we do?
you need to participate at least once.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
choose wisely that way. Whether it's a failure or success, they just need to participate once.
Okay.
Does that make
Gotcha.
sense?
Uh-huh.
In skill challenges, that everybody should at least participate once.
So in a skill challenge, would Linnea be able to use the Cosmic Omen from Bro
Yep.
if we're still in the
Yep,
same
these are
area?
just- these are
So Linnea,
attribute
add a
skill
D4
checks.
to that
Yes.
if you can. And then Eddie will go ahead and do his. Let's see.
Sounds good. I'll probably have Azrael will have fallen to the floor, and Tobias kind of just
Golden
wobbles in,
arms.
and now that he's seeing everything, he looks down at Azrael, and Azrael's kind of disappointed looking. And it's like, what's wrong with you? Because he has blind sight.
All right.
So he was really excited to fight in the dark, but that's okay. And so, Azrael will go ahead and actually his Arcana and his religion are both a 0, so I
Either
will
way.
be
So do
rolling-
religion.
Yep.
Okay, and Sully. How are you and Levy?
Usually Levy's going to do it, but Sully's going to take this first one. And
Alright.
rolled a 17 on religion.
Okay, that's a success.
Yeah, 17 for religion here too.
Okay, 1 and 1. We're 1 and 0, and
Linnea got a 16. Eddie got a 16 as well.
in Arcana or religion?
In
That's
Arcana for Linnea,
Okay, so
religion for Eddie. Actually, and he has emboldening bond too now.
Okay, great.
Or he did. So 17.
Great. Okay, that's successes on the first round all around, plus 2. It's 2 successes for our group up at the top.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So for Azrael, does he notice anything specific about the connecting the religions to the star patterns?
Yeah, so you tell me what it is that's guiding. If you guys are successful, you tell me what it is that's guiding your character specifically. Whether it's the constellations for Bro, or if it's just feeling like Eddie's flipping a coin,
Yeah.
or whether it's Linnea, whatever. Right? You tell me what it is that's pulling you along, each of you. But only if you succeed. If you get lost, then you're lost, and
Okay. We don't know
we'll
what
have
we
a
did.
special "you got lost" encounter.
Love that.
Yeah, so I mean,
You might not
for
know.
Bro, it's really pretty easy. He just sees the constellations and can see a pattern. It's just following where that seems to lead.
Okay.
And then for Eddie, it's exactly what he's doing. He's not using his double head coin, just a regular coin. And
Oh.
every decision he comes to, he's just flipping it and making the decision based on the heads, tails results.
Perfect.
And just letting Timora be the one guiding him through.
Nice.
For Linnea, she's probably drawing from her knowledge of divination, which probably involves some level of observing the stars.
Nice.
So she's trying to pick out patterns and read from them whether that's
That
like
does-
a good or bad omen sort of thing, and
Is
following
Linnea
based on
a
that.
big horoscope follower? Does she check the morning
Not
horoscope?
necessarily, but she
Like Jen does every
just
morning.
tabs on the stars.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So your group, Bro and Linnea, are pretty familiar with the stars and
Mhm.
seem to be finding something that's familiar whenever they look at a constellation. And Eddie's just kind of trusting in Timora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys need to make one more roll for Bro or for Eddie.
Bro hasn't made a roll
Okay,
yet.
the Bro needs to make a roll.
Okay, so I have.
Let's see if that's your third success or not.
Okay, so he has nothing good. Let's see, religion
Just like
is
Ezreal.
+0, and his arcana is +0. So here comes his roll. He was able to give emboldening bond to himself. That's right, because there's 3 of them. So, oh, thank goodness, 18,
Hey.
Okay.
and that's only a +1.
So that's 3 successes with no failures at all. Great.
Okay, great.
All right. Sully.
On to my portents for now.
Levy rolled a 16.
Okay. What is it that's guiding Levy through all of these?
Levy is actually taking some time each moment they are progressing to suddenly bend down and take a knee, close his eyes, and attune himself to the primeval essence of the gods of the ancient people of his land that he has worked so hard to attune himself to and to learn about. And his intense study and his proficiency in the religion skill is helping him find that call to him and resonate with it so he can find the way.
All right. Okay, that's 2 successes for Levy and Sully. And for Tobias and Azrael?
Oh yeah, haven't rolled Tobias's yet, but for Azrael, he kind of pauses, looks at the pattern above him, and he's like, "That's a Kadi," and it's the queen of the plane of the elemental air.
Okay.
And he's just like, I've studied this. I know what this looks like. For Tobias, yeah, that's a good sign. That's a failure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Arcana failure. So that's a 7. He's like, I'm just seeing a lot of blinking lights. What are you seeing?
Okay. With that failure, Tobias turns a corner, and ahead of you, in a wall of stars, you see a dark, empty shape,
Ooh.
and it almost it's like it starts walking towards you, and then it
Yeah.
kind of dissipates.
Yeah, Eights is like, Toby, you need to move backwards now. Like, I think you're right.
You quickly duck back behind the corner, and then when you glance back around again, it seems to be gone.
Okay. It's like, Azrael kind of grabs him by the hand. Is like, not that way.
All right, Sully and Tobias, or Sully and Levy, you need to make a 3rd success or get a failure.
Sully's actually going to do this one.
Okay.
18.
An 18. What is it that's pulling
Yes.
Sully
Nice.
and Marty along?
Oh, Marty. No, it's going to be Sully's experiences with the tree
Okay.
mother. And as he's really just following Levy, kind of like, 'cause Levy's doing this whole, like, get down and be, like, real quiet. And then he's like, looks up, it's that way. And Sully's like, okay, dude. And so while they've been going along that whole thing, as they get closer, I think Sully just starts to be able to smell the wet soil and feel the gentle wind, and almost like his fingertips are tickling like he's walking through tall grass. And it's just kind of pulling him in a certain direction, and the hallway starts to exhibit more signs of life, as well as he's feeling a psychic connection that's kind of pulling him the direction, and he realizes the life he's seeing isn't actually there. It's more like illusionist type stuff, and it's all in his head, but it's pulling him the right direction because he's connected to the tree mother.
Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. And Tobias, and so that's 3 successes for you guys.
Yeah. Actually, can I roll as 8?
Sure.
She is actually not any better, so technically
Okay.
it's the same roll.
Great.
But Tobias is kind of like just, he's frozen in place. He's like, I don't know what to do. And Eights is like, I might have seen something like this before. And she totally has. Got a 15.
Okay.
Arcana. So she is Actually, yeah. She says something like, "You remember when the old guy sent us that letter?" It was like, "Old guy? What old guy?" "Well, the funny-looking guy, that Jin guy." Oh, that guy. What did he say? He's like, something about the stars guiding his people through the desert. I think I recognize one of the symbols, and it's like the symbol that Jin used to recognize as the goddess of misfortune.
Okay.
Except it's like flipped, like it's inverted.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, maybe go that way. And Azrael kind of like, I think that's right. And so they kind of head off in that direction.
All right. She takes you to that was 3 successes then, right? No, that was just 2.
No, that was 3.
It's 3.
Yeah. Oh, no. 2
Just
successes,
Tobias.
1 failure.
All right, one more
Yep.
time.
Ooh. I'll try it as 8s again. Well, technically, that's my best that I've got, so. That's not as good. That's a 13, so that's a failure.
Okay. This time the black shadow appears in front of you as well.
Ugh.
And starts chasing you and forces you back down another hallway as you run, and now you're feeling like you're totally disoriented.
Yep.
But it's right behind you, right on your heels. Make one
Okay.
more roll.
One more roll?
Yep.
I really don't like this dice. That's a nat 20.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Nice, dude. Good.
I will,
deal.
I will take that, and I will say that is all 8s is doing.
Cool. Okay.
Just shouts that way.
As you turn quickly, you see a gate directly in front of you, an archway made out of stars, and all 3 of you, all 3 of your groups come to this archway, and you dive through it just as this shadowy creature is closing in on you.
Yep.
And when you guys enter through this archway, this is where you all find yourselves in different places.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Eddie and Lene.
Okay.
So we're in different
So
spots.
are each of them experiencing this separately, or Eddie, Lene, and Bro together?
You guys are all together.
Okay.
For ease of use here, you guys
Okay.
can all be together.
Okay. So we navigated our way through.
Yes, you guys
Now
have found
against the
yourself
arches.
in a. You guys would make most sense to be in a tavern.
Okay.
And there's a group of 3 people,
Okay.
a dwarf, a woman, and a turtle,
Okay.
who are playing some kind of dice game and drinking and chatting away
Okay.
at one of the tables. The tavern is full otherwise, but you're kind of drawn to this set of 3 people.
Okay. And are they conversing in language any of us understand?
They are just chatting and talking, laughing about whoever rolled the lowest and teasing them.
Oh.
A beautiful woman, a dwarf, and a turtle walk into a bar.
And then they'll toss in another couple of coins and go at betting again.
Okay.
And you can't quite understand the rules of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll see that they'll compare dice, and 1 or 2 of them will re-roll and compare again, and then they divvy up the money in the middle.
Okay.
Hello.
So we approach the table and then introduce ourselves, I guess, or do we feel like we're
Sure.
not part of this?
They appear to be strangers to you. Yeah.
Okay, but we're drawn to them.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just say, excuse me. Do you know where we are? I don't. This is Eddie.
Okay. Who do you address? Which one of them?
The one that specifically he felt any feelings toward or recognition of, if any of the 3 had a stronger
Okay.
drawing force.
Okay. Sure. So you approach and speak to the woman,
Okay.
and she turns and says, "Oh," and her looks at you a little deeper. Says, "Oh, hello. Do I know you?"
No, I don't think so. But again, I think you might know more about where I am than I do. I don't know where I am.
What's Eddie dressed in right now?
He is in his normal kind of traveling Aedis Intrepidus look. He's got the studded leather armor on that he tries to make look kind of cool, but not very successfully. And he does have. I don't know if he would. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't display any outward iconography.
Okay.
Of
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, nothing like out showy at all.
Okay. She says, "Do I know you?" And you say, "I don't think so." Is that what you say?
I'm not sure. Mostly because I don't know where I am, but I feel like I should know something about you.
She says, "Well, I don't. You don't look like you're in particular need of my help or anything.
Yeah.
Would you like to play a game?"
Yes.
All right. And she hands you a pair of dice.
Okay.
And she says, "The rules are simple. First one to roll an 8 wins.
Okay.
If you can, you get 1 reroll, and if you, oops, I just lost. Okay, just went to sleep.
Okay.
And if you can get to 8, you win. If you don't, then the closest to it wins instead. How does that sound?
Yeah, I could do that.
All right then.
May I join in on this?
Absolutely. And she hands you a pair of dice as well.
The more players, the better, yes.
Mm-hmm.
What dice are we rolling?
Just a pair of 6-sided dice.
Okay.
Okay.
With it being a physical role in the game, can game mechanics affect it at all? Like an inspiration die?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about luck?
How about luck?
Yeah.
You get
a luck feat.
You get 1 reroll, so I guess the luck would let you roll it again.
Okay. So
Okay.
here comes Eddie's attempt. 7.
7.
9.
9. Do you want to reroll either of your dice? She says.
No.
And she's rolled just so you know, she's rolled a 6 and a 2.
Oh, so she does have an 8.
Yeah. So she
So
has
we
an 8.
have to get an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
And
yes.
the total has a 7 as well, and the dwarf has rolled a 10, a 6 and a 4.
Okay.
He chooses to re-roll his 6, and he gets a 6
I'll
again.
re-roll my 4.
Grumbles about it.
And do we have to take the result?
Yes, you have to. You're stuck with the second one.
But we still have to beat an 8.
7.
You get to choose one die that you want to re-roll. Not that it matters too much.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up being kind of the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll re-roll the 2.
I
I've
re-rolled
now
my
got a
4.
10,
Okay.
which Eddie would go ahead and expend his luck then.
Oh,
Just
okay.
try to get another,
Roll one more time.
and hopefully it'll get better. Nope,
No.
got worse. 11. Worse every time.
Well, 6s and 2s win again, and she picks up. She gathers up the coin in the middle. Eddie, as she gathers up her dice,
Mm-hmm.
you spot something.
Okay.
As she picks them up, you know a lot about dice.
Mm-hmm.
What's special about 6-sided dice, Eddie?
That they have
Usually have 6 numbers.
sides.
They have 6 sides.
Yeah, have 6 sides.
They have
Yeah,
6
yeah.
sides, and if it's a 6 on one side, it's
Then
a
it should be the opposite, the lower number on the other side.
Should
so
be a
6
1
on
on
one
the-
side,
6
1
on
on the
one.
other. Yeah.
yeah.
No, they don't look like that though, I'm assuming.
And when she picks them up, you notice that on the bottom of her 6 is a 2,
Mm.
and on the bottom of her 2 is a 6.
Yeah. I will immediately call out and say, hold on a minute. Can I see your dice? It appears that they might throw us an 8 every time.
That's impossible.
Well, it's really easy to show us. Show us again. Like, show us each side of the dice individually, please.
Absolutely. And she hands you over a pair of dice. Make a perception check now.
Okay. Perception check. Okay.
I'll lean over to the
This
dwarf.
is where he will use inspiration.
Okay.
So that's just
lean over
rolling
to
2, right? Rolling 2 d20s?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you going to say, Lene?
I'll lean over to the dwarf and ask, has she been winning every single round?
She wins a lot, but,
Okay.
you know, she's just lucky that way.
13. 17.
17.
Yeah, 17.
Does she roll anything aside from a 6 or a 2?
She hands you a pair of dice,
Okay.
and you don't notice anything wrong about them. In fact, the ones that she hands you are perfectly normal. They have a 6 on.
Mm-hmm.
They have different numbers on each side and have opposing sides correctly.
Okay.
But what you do notice when she leans over to hand them to you and then sits back is that she's wearing a medallion.
Mm.
And on the medallion you recognize the symbol of Timora.
Okay. So.
And she says, "See, the perfectly normal."
Mhm.
Slips her hands into her pockets.
Okay, and that's why I say, yeah, those dice probably are, but my guess is, and based on his grifting skills or tricks that he may have used in the past,
Okay.
where would he have hidden this in the exchange? Where would Eddie have hidden the dice that he was exchanging in a sleight of hand trick?
He probably would have palmed them,
Okay,
like he had another pair, and then
yeah, and just
drop
switch them
those
out
in your hand.
And that's what, and I say, these dice, yes, are normal, but the ones in your left hand in your left pocket are the ones I'm talking about.
Who are you?
No one to be trifled with.
No other consequence.
I just say,
Get used to disappointment.
I point at the symbol and I just say, I think we may have similar interests.
She.
And that's when I'll place
Okay.
his double-sided coin
Okay.
just on the table. It's kind of like click on the table so she can see it.
Oh, hello. Hello, Avatar.
Oh.
This news to
That
you.
looks around. Okay. Yeah.
The other two look around both at Bro. They now turn in their chairs and look at Bro and Lene more carefully. She said, "Is my time up already then?"
Your time?
Yes, I mean, Timora always said that someday I would pass the torch along to someone else. I didn't expect someone to be called. I thought I would choose them, I guess, but
Oh. Okay. And so you must be anything triggering other than like legends or anything like that about Avatar of Timora?
not necessarily, but Lene might notice that that their clothing style looks very, very old.
Okay.
And in fact, you would place it from illustrations that Lene had seen in books from 100 years or more ago.
Well.
What is it that you're? How did the dwarf looks over at Lene and asks, "So, yes, how is it that you are?" What does he ask? What is it that you are doing here exactly? You don't look like you're from around these
actually,
parts.
we need to heal a sigil that was just recently destroyed. That's holding back a division or some kind of a well of power or something that's protecting our world from Bethesda. I don't know why I
It's
can't.
a sigil that requires the
Bashaba,
power of
Bashaba.
multiple gods to hold in place.
I just remember.
Destroyed already, the turtle It comes up.
Yes.
Destroyed already?
Just moments ago in the antechamber that we, well...
It's only been there for a month.
Oh,
No,
A
it's
month?
been
And
there
they-
for
they
at least
stand up
100
and-
years.
oh.
What?
She would know more than I about history, for sure.
The place looked like it was around 400 years old, yes?
The place that you're in right now?
Yeah, like the place that...
Or the whole cathedral outside.
Oh,
the whole cathedral thing.
The Grand Hall is many, many centuries old, yes.
And it was last accessed...
It would have been just after it was built, before the river filled up the reservoir and turned
Yeah.
it into a giant lake.
Well before even the dragonflight happened.
Yeah. Okay, let's
This-
cut to a different group real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, oh, you're good.
Think about what you're going to say and what just happened. Let's go to Sully. We haven't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, Sully and Levy, you guys find yourself as you cross through this archway, you guys find yourself in the mountains, walking through a path among the trees, and you find in them a mix of flora and fauna from both sides that each of you recognize and don't recognize different types of trees and animals wandering through the forest. Does that make sense so far?
This is awesome. Oh yeah.
Cool. As you're going through the forest, I need you to make a perception check.
Does it matter which one of us or both of us?
It doesn't matter.
Alright. Let me do it. He's more perceptive. Oh, natural 20 for 24.
Oh, great. Who is it that made it, Levy?
Yes.
Okay. Levy sees a creature that comes just in time. Levy spots a creature just in time as before it is able to leap out and attack you. And you guys are able to dodge out of the way. So he misses his attack there. And let's have Marty and Sully make an initiative check, and Levy too, but Levy would have disadvantage on this one.
Okay.
Because he's partly in shock. The creature that jumped out at him went extinct 200 years ago. It hasn't been seen except for in stories and whatnot for some time. It's a large, let's do a saber-toothed tiger.
I thought you were going to say a marsupial predator, but
Oh,
it's all
that'd be
good.
awesome. Dang it.
It's a saber-toothed tiger with a pouch.
We do need Cameron to fight some. It's just a giant koala.
Yes.
So, just a drop bear.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to go
Okay.
snipe hunting. It's gonna be terrible.
I don't think we have stats for drop bears.
No.
I could look them up. We'll have to make some.
Okay.
All right. For initiatives, Sully got a 22.
Okay.
Marty got a 14, and
Okay.
Levy got a 15.
All right. It got a 20.
Ooh.
So it will go second, I think, right? Somebody else had a 22?
Yes, Sully had a 22.
Okay, Sully, go first.
Oh no, Sully doesn't do a whole lot of stuff if there's not someone next to it. Is anybody next to it or nah?
No. It just
Okay,
kind of
cool.
leaps. It leaps between the two of you, and you kind of both roll out of the way.
Great. Sully will hop onto Marty's back in the saddle, kind
Yeah.
of brace himself for impact, and hold his action to stab a psychic dagger as soon as it comes within range of
Okay.
either Levy or Marty, since he can throw it as well as stab.
Okay. It is going to pounce at Marty or Levy.
Okay.
It
cool.
sprints forward and then leaps at it, and Levy needs to make a 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Ooh, 15.
Okay. Well, he'll get hit with the claw attack as the saber-toothed tiger just lands right on him, but does not get knocked prone. And since you're not prone, he doesn't get a bonus attack with his bite. So
Very good.
2d6 plus 5, though. That's a big...
Ooh.
That's 12 slashing damage. Exactly even.
Okay.
Hmm.
Nice. All right. Can Sully take his attack?
Yes.
Oh, that's real good. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's a definite hit.
Okay,
He's a
cool.
big old target.
And then
Your cat might be knocking stuff off your desk, just so you know. Over your left shoulder. He's in the corner.
no, thanks for the heads up. That's you said your cat, and I was like, the saber-toothed tiger? What? I was like, oh my god. It's 26 damage.
26. Wow.
Cameron's cat rolls a natural 20 on
That
Precious
is...
face.
Wow, that's a great hit. Okay. Levy.
Levy is angry now. Angry enough, you might call him enraged, as he rages with a bonus action, and he will take some attacks.
Okay.
Recklessly.
He does get... So, let me introduce one thing really quick.
Okay.
As Levy gets pushed back, he bumps into a tree, and his hand closes around what he first thinks is a branch leaning up against the tree. But as he brings it up, he finds a great axe in his hands.
Ooh, nice.
Clunk.
Get him.
And go ahead and have him make an attack with that, and it will have a +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Nice. All right. I rolled another 16, so that's going to be
it's a 12 to hit him.
Okay, it's going to be a large number. All right. Damage with the D12.
Is he rage?
He is
he's
raged.
raging.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 17 damage.
Okay.
And then he'll take a second attack. And that is a natural 15 for a total of like 23.
Okay. That will slay the saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tag team in the sharp objects. Love it.
Not that one. All right. Sully sees this axe and recognizes, Levy's got this axe in his hand, and he feels extremely powerful with it and loves the heft of it, and recognizes the markings on it as coming from an old, as being the weapon of choice from the old Goliath avatar. Oh, I laugh. Don't do it. There it is. Where'd he go? There's also a D name.
Disappeared.
Dagon Oakheart.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Sully finds as the saber-toothed tiger falls, its body immediately decomposes in just moments.
Mm.
And then
Whoa.
where its body was, he finds an acorn seed
Oh.
Ooh.
on the ground there.
He's picking that up.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Okay, let's go to Troy and Tobias.
Or Troy.
Let's go to Tobias and.
Heck yeah.
I read
Love all
the
the names.
stupid thing. I should have put both names on there.
I hear you.
Let's go to Tobias and Azrael.
Yay.
All right.
That's a saber-toothed tiger seed, by the way. Plant that. And,
Saber-toothed tiger seed.
Yeah, absolutely. Marty's getting an upgrade. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Or is he getting replaced?
That's true.
Just saying.
Oh, upgrade.
Saber-tooth tiger seed.
Yep.
All
Grow a
right.
saber-toothed tiger tree.
Tobias and Azrael,
Yeah.
you find yourself in. This didn't fit for. Like I said, I kind of built this for Jin originally, so.
Yeah, sorry about that.
A cave. Let's go to a cave.
Hmm.
That makes the most sense for both of you.
Yep.
That will work. Inside the cave is a waterfall at the far end of it, and then the stream that runs out of the cave. Eights appears in front of Tobias in a humanoid form of a young girl, and
Gotcha.
looks at her hands, and then starts jumping and running around, and starts heading towards the waterfall. What is it that she sees that's drawing her over there?
Gosh. I'm getting vibes of like the cave that Tobias woke up in. Probably behind the waterfall is just like this gigantic machine.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Okay. This gigantic machine is in the shape of. This gigantic machine looks like something that Tobias has read about in a book, but has not been seen for ages.
Yeah.
Some kind of mobile wagon slash like with a crane on the back of it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that Eights does when she gets to it?
She reaches out to it, and like she has like an ethereal form at this point, right? Not an actual physical body.
No, she looks like a real
an actual person.
she's warforged.
Yeah.
But her body is young, young teen.
Gotcha. So yeah, she touches the surface of it, and she distinctly does not like what she's looking at. She turns to Tobias and basically says, "I don't want you to blame yourself anymore." And Tobias doesn't really know what to say to this, but he walks up to the machine itself and touches it himself, and his visor turns purple immediately, and he gets a sudden flash of realization. This is the machine that put him in this position. This was the machine that spit him out. He turns to Eights and he's like, "What do you mean?"
That brought him here?
Yeah, that put him in his misshapen body.
So in the back of, so it's this wagon shaped thing that's big enough to
It's almost like
to hold a
like a mobile assembly unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And this articulated arm on the top of it. Sure.
Yeah. And yeah, he asked, like, blame myself for what? And she just shakes her head.
Okay.
She Azrael at this point kind of walks up to it, and he's like, "Do you know what this thing does?" Eights kind of nods and basically says, "This is what they did. This is what they used to put us together."
She lays down on the back of this machine, and it comes to life. She just goes so flat on this bed of this wagon, and this articulated arm comes over and immediately starts poking at her armor, and you see just her body just open up.
Yeah.
And then the arm reaches in and grabs a pearlescent egg from inside, or not egg, but pearl.
Yeah.
A pearlescent orb from inside, and pulls it out and reaches over and just drops it in Tobias's hand.
Yeah. It's like, I don't like this. And he immediately, like, he doesn't really crush the stone, but he just holds it tightly
Okay.
and bangs on his chest. Aids, are you there? And you hear this timid voice from inside. I'm still here.
Okay.
And he opens his hand, and it's vanished.
All right. Azrael notices that the water is powering this machine, almost like the waterfall is turning a mill. What do they call a water mill?
Yeah.
That powers the machine. And as he gets close, though, he's drawn to the water and puts his hand into it and can feel just this pure, icy sensation that runs up his veins, like it's cooling off his whole body, and he feels just refreshed and amazing. Does he have an empty vial or a potion of any kind?
I believe he does, yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
How
instead...
he feels like he should be collecting this water.
Yeah.
What has he collected it?
Yeah. He, since he dumped his mask, he's just given up everything of status that he'd ever been given in his life. But he actually has a lucky charm in the shape of a cloud. Not a lucky charm, but it's just a...
No, that's the other guy.
That's the other guy, yeah. It's basically just it's kind of like a small three-dimensional just cloud shape that's actually the symbol of Akkadi.
Okay.
He actually can, it's openable, and on the inside is actually a picture of his mother and father. He removes that, drops it to the floor, and fills it with water.
Great. Awesome. All right, back to the tavern.
Oh. Okay, so they are surprised that the sigil's been destroyed?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they were just there
a
month ago.
How did you create the sigil?
Well, Timora told us how, and then she pulls out a stone from her pocket, and she said, we used their relics to do it. And she says, when did you say it was destroyed?
Moments ago.
Just a few minutes ago.
The turtle closes his eyes and says, I don't feel anything different.
Okay.
It's been about 5,000 times longer than you think it is.
Then you must replace it. Without it,
yes, it's what I was given as a specific task from Timora to replace, or to replace it. So
we're looking to restore
how was it created?
Okay.
If you know how to do that, please tell us how.
The woman is about to hand over the stone when the dwarf grabs her arm and says, "Wait, Mara, how do we know these people are who they say they are?"
Well, and I point at the coin that's on the table that I had already put down, and I push it into the center and then flip it over.
Okay.
And just leave it there, so that it's clear that it had the heads on two sides.
Okay.
Potentially may look, iconography might be similar to the female's medallion.
Does Lene do anything?
I'll present my spellbook, I suppose.
Okay.
Do you have a history book potentially that could...
Actually, I do have a borrowed book on my person somewhere.
Oh, you have a borrowed book. All right.
On some subject matter. A book of lore.
You plop the book down and...
Oh, never mind, I have
you're the
a book of lore
librarian.
and
You
a
can borrow
borrowed
whatever book you want.
Stamped on it flops open and stamped on the inside with a little pouch and a card in it. It says, from the Library of Sylvana.
Perfect. She is the librarian's librarian.
And please tell me one of their names is on it. On the checkout card.
Yes.
Okay.
And
yeah, it's like Tommel from 5 years ago. And
yeah, so it's got your name, and then above it Tommel's name, and then above that it's got Jaren's name, and that's the dwarf. The dwarf sees that and grabs the book and looks at it. That's too good. I like that. So we won't roll for any percent or persuasion.
Studying under Lady Sylvana.
He immediately hands over a small journal that he keeps on him, and hands that to you. And Mara hands you the stone that she pulled out.
Okay.
That looks like it could be a die. In fact, it looks a lot like a 20-sided die.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
and hands that to you. The old turtle says, "Well, you'll probably need this as well." And he reaches over to his side and pulls out this half tortoise shell
Okay.
that's shaped like a shield.
Okay.
Then he turns it over, and you can see that there's just a single strap on it, and he hands it to Bro. And Bro recognizes, once he turns it over, Bro recognizes it as this bodyboard.
Okay.
Yes, I was going to suggest that. I didn't want to say anything. It's like, please let it be a
made out of
board.
turtle shell.
Okay. And I'm assuming this is a legendary item for not legendary, but has history that he would recognize.
Sure. Yeah, he probably would. Things like this would be used in the rituals that they when they go out to surf and stuff like that, right?
This is the Kahuna's board.
Yeah. So there you go. Awesome. Okay. As we've been away, I have been rolling to recharge Bishaba's breath weapon.
Yeah.
Just to see if, to determine what happens when you guys finally come back.
Okay.
And you've all successfully, I really like that. I won't make you roll persuasion on that last one to see if you actually make it. We'll let you make that one. So
Okay.
I was going to keep track of how many you successfully did bring back, and it looks like you guys have brought back 7 items.
Okay.
So as you appear, though, you are come back into this. As you come back through the doors, you appear back in the main hall, in this great hall, and you can see that the battle has not gone well for Kelvin. And he has 4 just holes in his wings. Sorry, 3 holes in his wings from just burning acid, and one of his legs is also seems to be just just shriveled up, or at least has
Been
big
burned.
holes and
Okay.
burns in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And just as you are coming through for a 5th time now, so finally she recharged enough times. Not enough times to blow anything at you guys, but she's got him pinned down and just right in his face. Takes another just blast of acid right in Kelvin Dragon's face. Kelvin turns back into himself at that point and is just covered now in this acid and lays still there in the middle of the floor. Bishaba turns back at the group on the west side.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Oh yeah, that's Tobias. That's right.
And she is hurt
Mm-hmm.
a lot. You can see that she's singed all over and has holes and piercing. She's been pierced and bitten all over, and immediately starts charging at Tobias and Azrael. That's
Perfect.
a 6-sided die. I need to roll.
Well, yeah. So essentially, everything with 8s was an illusion.
Yes.
Yes,
So Tobias
okay.
is shaken,
Yeah.
but when you come back into the room, you can hear 8s speaking to you. But now you're
Yeah.
also holding this soul stone
Gotcha.
in your hand.
Gotcha. So that is real.
All right, roll initiative real quick, everybody,
Hehehe.
Okay.
and tell me who beats. And
You want individuals for our double characters?
just roll once for everybody.
Okay.
We'll expedite it.
Good. This is good. I like
you
the
want for
things that are
initiative
happening.
modifier, just
She
Strong
has an
start.
18. Tell me
Strong
who
start.
beats an 18.
I do not.
22.
Someone's got 22.
There's one thing
Lene?
Sully can do. Be
Roll
fast.
initiative.
Natural 1.
Oh,
So a
okay.
3.
I was going to
His
say.
last.
Strong start, like I said.
Ooh, Azrael's got a 17. So.
Okay.
And Eddie and Bro have a 5.
All right, Sully, you see a giant black dragon charging directly at Tobias.
Does Kelvin look alive?
Kelvin looks very not alive.
Wait, no. Oh man, not alive. Okay.
That's a problem.
I have an acorn in my hand.
Think
Oh
you're gonna-
no, there's a peck with an acorn pointed at me.
Yeah.
Please, somebody, help.
Help, please.
Okay. I'll have Marty. We'll charge forward on Marty. He
Okay.
will move 50 feet. Let's see how far that goes.
We get dead Kelvin here. There we go.
He's dead. I'm gonna throw a tantrum. Wait.
Or a potion, whichever is you can throw further.
I'm not a tank. Yeah. We'll come right here.
Okay.
We'll stay out of the main.
I was gonna say I will gladly accept some dragon jaws at the moment.
Just gonna kind of come this far forward. Sully knows
Actually, they
he
get
can't
3
really
sixes in a
do
row,
a
so
whole
that's
ton
fine.
until the dragon's next to somebody.
That's
So,
rough.
Evan charging forward, Sully will begin to like examine the acorn a little bit. He doesn't really know exactly what to do with it. So he's just gonna like kind of hold it in the palm of his hand and like start to conjure up some psychic energy in his other hand. He'll hold an action to
Okay.
throw a dagger as soon as something is close enough to the dragon to help.
All right.
Oh, is that where the dragon is
The
at?
dragon is
currently?
charging after your turn. Then the dragon charges over here at Tobias.
Okay, cool. Did you want
So
to set
every-
initiative for Levy then?
Oh no, do Levy's turn. Sorry.
Okay.
As every good dragon
Levy
should.
is going to
We'll put the dragon back.
action dash. He can make it with 40 feet of movement. He will action dash to right here. Bonus
Okay.
action raging, so he's going to grow in size.
Okay.
And then that'll trigger Sully's held action to throw a psychic dagger. With a really, 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 really bad roll.
Oh,
It's not going to do it, I think. Like a 15.
you're gonna need a 20. Sorry.
Oof.
Yep, totally good. That's that.
Okay. And does Levy attack?
He dashed as an action.
Okay, got it. All right, she will just attack Levy then instead of charging over at Tobias. Oh,
good.
she rolled a 2 on her wing attack
Oh, that might still hit.
or her claw attack. That's a 17
That
to
hits.
hit. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
That
That's amazing.
yeah.
And
I want a plus 15 in something.
Right, yeah. Sounds nice.
Uh-huh.
bite is a 31, and another claw attack is a 22. So all 3
Ooh.
hits.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't damage. Good.
No,
I
that
was
wasn't
like,
damage.
Oh.
Ah.
Amazing.
From the bite, he takes 13 damage
Okay.
plus
I was going to say that would have rivaled the Earth Genasi
5
smashing there.
acid damage.
5 acid.
5 acid and 13 piercing.
Guess who's
Just in
resistant
case.
to acid damage?
Are you serious?
Heck yeah.
Water Genasi. Woo!
Oh, that's true.
That's
That's too cool.
You diluted
From
it.
the claws, that's
True.
11. That one sucked. That one's better. And 15 slashing damage from the 2 claws.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Lene
Oh,
recognizes the
Oh,
elements that
Was-
you have brought back with you as parts of the spell that need to go into the sigil to reform this and block the evil god's access to this realm. You have the 3 of them right next to you, yours and Eddie's and Bro's. but you remember from the diagrams that you saw before that it's not going to be effective unless you have 6 at least.
Ooh, okay. That's a
Yes.
heck of a run. Okay.
Okay. So what does Lene say to everybody else?
Those things you've got, we need them. Here. Referring to
You
where
mean
she-
you mean here or over there?
She's like pointing to where she is.
Okay.
She's
Eddie?
right next to the sigil, so.
And Bro, what do you guys do?
Okay, so did the dragon actually move closer, or did
It ended up not
it
moving.
not being able to move?
I might have like drug it a little bit, but it's so big that it just measured
Okay.
to the back of its tail. And
So
You can hit it.
okay, so Bro is going to. Let me look here.
Okay.
Okay, it's probably not going to do any good there. Okay, same there. Oh, geez, I don't even know what to do. Okay, so actually,
you can just help Lene if you want. Or you can toss your stuff to Lene and then
yeah. So
Try and jump
actually,
at the dragon.
what Bro's going to do is, because Lene looks like she's confident that she's got this, Bro just goes and hands her his item, the turtle, the
yes.
bodyboard, and he says,
The totally
I
tubular
trust
bodyboard.
you. And then he walks over to Eddie and he casts Sanctuary on Eddie
Oh, okay.
and just says help him. And Eddie will move twice and kind of start to protect Kilden's body.
Okay.
Gotcha,
After having
gotcha,
handed
gotcha.
off the item to Lene as well.
Gotcha. Lene, you have time to cast one spell before you need to start this other
Do
spell
I
that you
now?
read. Yes. What would you like to cast?
Okay, well,
You-
gotta think this
basically gonna
through
get-
because
okay.
if I do a concentration spell, it might be a bad idea. Because I kind of assume I might need to concentrate on what I'm about to do.
True.
So,
Anything violent, flashy, and short.
violent, flashy, short.
You would just have to make a concentration check to maintain whatever you're. If it's a concentration spell, we'll have you just make a concentration check in case you. So if
Okay.
you want to risk one, you can, but it might not work after a round.
I'll just cast haste on myself.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh,
Ooh.
fantastic idea.
I like that.
Now you can do it even faster.
Excellent.
Let's work at the speed of magic, shall we?
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
like a good idea to me.
You gather up those 3 items and start tracing incredibly fast. Start tracing with some chalk, a bunch of sigils on the ground again. Redrawing them from memory as best as you can. Tobias and Azrael.
Yeah. So, Tobias, I love this. This is such classic Tobias rolled before.
Okay.
So awesome. But Azrael got the 17, so he's much quicker on the uptick. Azrael basically just runs to Tobias, grabs the soul stone out of Tobias's hands, and is like, "I'm your delivery boy."
Okay.
And yeah, he'll immediately spend a key to do Step of the Wind. We got that down here.
Does that help him with
Wrong
his
one.
armor class as well?
Well, no. But I can dash as a bonus action, and jump distance is doubled. So if anything's
okay.
coming at me, I will acrobatics jump over / under it. and hopefully
we'll
that'll.
give the dragon disadvantage then on the tail attack. How
Okay,
about
so
that?
yeah, I can get up to
Which is
100.
lucky because I rolled a 20 the second time.
Ooh,
It's still a 20, still a 22 though to hit you.
22.
But It's
Yeah,
not going to be a crit.
yeah. That super hits me on the way over, but I will make it. Yeah, that's 100 feet. So perfect. I'll be able to make it to her with both items and probably a great big bruise.
Yeah, the dragon clips you with its tail for 12 bludgeoning damage
Owie.
as you rush over. Great.
And I think
Tobias wouldn't do anything?
that is his turn. Tobias, seeing like the equivalent of 8 soul stone just torn from his hands, he kind of snaps out of it. And
Okay.
he's like, okay, clunk, clunk, kind of, it's showtime. So he charges forward, and he's going to try and get this big dragon's attention with some thunder gauntlet attacks.
Okay.
And if I can get that far. He's got, can I make it that far? He's got
No.
a 30 foot.
You can go right here.
Okay, that'll work.
So if you have a distance spell, you need to get to at least here.
Yeah. In that case, actually, I'll flip out something probably no one in the room has ever seen before. So Tobias has his left arm, which is very slim and has
Yeah.
6 fingers. His giant fist, exactly. His giant fist only has 4 fingers, but part of the upper mechanism opens and reveals a crossbow. And he'll take 2 shots
All right.
with that right in her face.
20 armor class.
Okay. That'll be a tough sell, but that's a classic 4. And that
Ley
is a
lines,
20.
I tell you.
Nice.
Ley lines.
I just hit 20. He rolled on the exact same line.
I
Yeah.
did. So, yeah. So that's 1d8 plus 2.
So hopefully the curse is lifting.
Yes.
I hope
Maybe.
so.
That would be awesome.
Let's see if it is. Not bad. So 7 piercing damage.
All right.
And then I think as
You catch her in the shoulder and hurts, and she flaps her wing around
nice.
and tries to smack. As she does that, it's going to make an attack on.
Perfect.
Sorry, do you have another?
Yeah, if I can do a bonus
Your turn.
action defensive field, you just
Yes.
hear this thrumming just as this blue light suddenly envelops the bronze. So
Okay.
I'm ready to accept hits now.
Eddie and Levy make a dex save to get away from her wings flapping around. It's 23.
Okay.
Levy has a chance. Oh! Yes!
To make
Wait,
it?
the DC is 23?
Yeah.
Rolled a natural 20 for a
There you go.
23.
Holy cow. Those are the odds we're up against, huh?
Okay. Hold on a second.
All right.
All right. Here you go. There you has it. Nope.
Okay, take 15
11.
bludgeoning damage and get knocked prone, Eddie.
Okay.
Levy, you're still okay. And it's Levy and Marty's turn. Levy and Sully's turn.
Okay, cool. It
And
used
Lene,
its
you now
wings.
have 5
it didn't
items.
move at all, though, right?
No, it didn't move. Like
Okay, cool.
it normally would have taken off, but it has nowhere to fly to.
All right, let me just do some real fast.
Oh, that might be really worth it. Oh, yeah, that's metagaming. I can't ask that. Okay. I'm concerned.
Okay, if he dashes,
How far can he throw
we're
that
gonna
axe?
try it. Well, we're not gonna throw the axe. So
Right in Bro's face.
Yeah.
So Soli is he's after hearing Lene say, "Hey, I really need your stuff." He was really considering, like, what am I supposed to do with the acorn? He's like, I know what I have to do, and he was just bringing it to his mouth to get some good tasty acorn snacks right as Lene cried that out.
Hey, life
So
as a
he-
saber-toothed cat can't be all that bad, right?
Quickly snapping out of it, he's gonna say, "Oh, okay." I knew that, and charge Marty over right to the dragon. But he's gonna start pulling to the right as he is about to pass Levy, and he just shouts to Levy like, "Hey, can I see your axe?" And Levy will say, "Oh, sure." And he'll toss his huge because he's large right now, so the axe is like huge. But he'll like toss the axe, which shrinks once he drops it.
Right.
And as it Sully will reach up with two hands and catch it. He can't even use it because he's a small creature. But Marty's going to keep on running. Once we get to right here, I think we're leaving her attack range.
Mm-hmm. She'll try and tail whip you. And she gets a 30 to hit you.
Oof.
That definitely beats Marty's armor class.
Marty takes... Ooh. Marty takes 18... No, tail. Marty takes 18 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
18 bludgeoning damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I make a reaction against this, actually?
Sure. Yeah.
Because I could use silvery barbs against this.
Not worth
Okay.
it. Marty's armor class is a 12, so unless it rolls a 1.
Yeah.
Always good for the advantage, though, right?
I really appreciate the thought, but...
Yeah. No use. No use.
Nope. That's a 2. Still hit him. That's a 10. Still hit him.
Yeah.
It's a -4, still hit him.
With the dash action, Marty can make it all the way up to
Great.
the nay.
Okay.
At which point, Sully will kind of drop the axe and the acorn.
Okay.
I'm assuming that would probably take his whole action to like do that much object maneuvering, though, which is
Correct.
fine. That's fine.
Are you passing them directly to me or dropping them on the floor?
I'll pass them to you if I guess I can. But that's that. Levy will pull out his glaive and make a couple attacks if that's okay.
Okay, Bashaba rears back. She screams, seeing what as she tracks Marty and Sully and sees what Lene is doing over there.
Marty's
And
a fast boy.
rears back as if to leap at them, and Levy swings his glaive and what?
And says, reckless attacking. That was pretty dang good. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. We're back to his glaive. So that's gonna do this much damage plus the infusion of a d6, which is plus another 2. 16 points of damage.
Nice.
Another attack, again,
Yeah.
recklessly. That's a miss. Bonus action attack.
Okay.
Natural 19 is a hit, I
That's
think.
a hit.
Oof.
Yeah, it's only 20.
Reroll 2 and 1. Okay, that's better. Got a 1 again on this one. There 2 is another 15 points of damage.
Oh, okay. She's very wounded. Levy catches her in a wound on one of her legs that Kelvin already opened up.
DM, I'm actually so sorry. That last attack should not have been that much.
Oh, okay.
It only should have been 7 plus 3, so 10. So 5
10 more,
less
okay.
than what I did.
All right. Well, she's limping. How about that? As he
Cool.
swings the glaive at her, and she's going to just try and reach out with her, just to bite at Lene.
Ooh.
Does that leave Levy's spot? Kind of.
Depending on how far she goes, yeah.
So
Yeah, that would leave Levy's.
All right. Levy would get one more shot at her then.
Okay, that is a 21 to hit. Nope, just a 20.
Okay, that's still a hit.
Beauty.
Okay, good.
And Lene, she got a 20 to hit you. With her bite.
Not very good damage.
That will hurt.
10.
13 damage from Levy.
13 more?
Yep.
How much was your very first attack, Levy?
15.
15? Thanks. Okay. I gave her a... She is not dead, but you basically just bury your glaive in her belly as she's leaving, and she drags you along with her. She
Ooh,
lurches
nice.
forward. That's how big of a hit it is. And
Spicy.
she is, with her last just gasp of life here, reaching out, she bites at Lene, clamping down on your arm as you're drawing, and does 11 plus just 19 damage. Of that, is 6 is acid damage. So 13 piercing damage and 6 acid damage.
Okay, so
Is she down?
13 piercing, 6 acid.
And 6
yes.
acid, yep.
Okay.
Right there.
Let me just do the math real fast.
Is she down?
Let me do the math real fast.
Now, would a +2 to her AC help at all? That attack?
It's
'Cause
17.
she is hasted.
It got a 20.
Oh, okay.
I'm not down. However,
Okay. All right.
what's the con check I need to make for that one?
Oh, are you making for haste?
For haste, yeah.
that
What's
would
the
be
con
bad.
check on what's the con check on a 19 damage?
It's
You
10
could do
still.
half. Yeah, 10.
10,
So
yeah,
half.
10.
half.
Okay. That's a saving throw, excuse me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. And if anything, I can give you. Oh no, I can't. I'm not in range for Flash of Genius.
Well, that was a 13, so that was fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right.
It's still up. Yay.
Bishaba clamps down on your arm, but you and covers it in acid. But with your right arm, you finish. Are you right or left-handed? With your other arm, you finish drawing the sigils around each of the items that people have dropped off for you, and the design on the floor flares to life in a blinding, bright blast. And it knocks the dragon back, and she's stumbling around now. She crashes into one of the pillars back behind her. Who is going to make the final throw? I think Tobias. Can you hit her?
Ooh. I think so.
Just roll to hit. If you can hit her, then you can finish her off.
I ain't using that dice, that's for sure.
That's a 3.
Nope.
Who's going to be the one? Eddie?
Yeah. So Eddie. Well, first Eddie's gonna check to see if Kelvin's alive or dead.
Kelvin is dead.
Okay. So Eddie just screams, "Not again!" and reaches in his pocket and throws his coins out and casts his last 4th level spell slot as Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And the dragon now has to, being in my range, has to do a 15 whiz saving throw or take 48 radiant damage.
Okay, roll the damage.
Yep. And just for flair.
You don't have to roll the damage. It has 5 hit points left. Right, if you can get a 2 on one of those
16.
dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, I'm sorry, 21.
And just for fun, as he's
And she
casting
rolled
this,
a 10.
Okay, so she takes all.
Yep.
Azrael just comes over and like, this is for my family, and just smashes her eye.
Great. Okay. The dragon falls, collapses to the ground, and seems to shrink just a little bit too as it does so, and is lifeless on the ground. The sigil that Lene has drawn continues to glow and hum slightly, and the shaking in the hammer in the walls around you in the great hall comes to a stop finally. And you have defeated Bishaba and prevented her from having any more influence in this world besides what the others have in calling an avatar. Congratulations.
So Eddie seems completely oblivious to anything but
Yeah, like
Kelvin
Tobias
and
runs right up to him as well.
Okay.
his friend, and the only thing he thinks that might have the value to replace the component cost for Revivify is his double-sided coin. So he's going to use that as the spell focus,
Okay.
hoping beyond hope that it's enough.
Revivify. You touch a creature's died within the last minute and returns to life with 1 hit point. The cost is diamonds worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. As you flip the coin for its last time, you hear Timora's voice say, it has to be we have to leave it up to fortunes. Flip a coin, Mark.
All right. I don't think I have one.
Or roll a 2-sided die.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And call it.
Well, heads.
Okay.
It's heads.
The coin sparkles and then bursts into a cascade of fireworks.
That was a lucky
that
parking
fall
lot
down
anyway.
onto Kelvin's body, and he suddenly gasps and sits up and looks around. He says, "Hey, buddy."
and Eddie just says, "I'm glad you made it."
Excellent.
Yeah. And Tobias is hovering over him with this thunder gauntlet, like fully charged, ready to like resuscitate him. It's like
Excellent.
And in that moment, Eddie also obtains inspiration and changes his glamour armor one final time
All right.
into the personification of whatever it is that Kelvin would think would be
The ultimate.
action for, or not action force, but Aetus Intrepidus
Yes.
uniform. So
Hey, a nice uniform.
I know I finally did it. I finally did it.
Excellent. Oh, that was great.
we'll have to ask him.
I'm
what that
glad
was.
you guys got all 7 of them. That's awesome.
Oof.
And glad you made it back. And
Haste
great
was
timing.
clutch. Good
And-
job,
And
Lynn.
you
Yeah,
even
for
flipped the
real.
coin for that. That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Kelvin survives. I'll let Jared know that Kelvin is still alive thanks to one last lucky toss of the coin.
One last 50-50.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the last episode of this
There's the tails
season.
on
And we will be back in 2 weeks. We're going to take a break next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with all new story and all new stuff. Appreciate it, and tune in again soon. Catch us on YouTube to catch up on any episodes you missed before. And again, if you'd like to play with us and you're in the area and free Monday nights, send me an email at dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. All right, everybody say goodbye one more time.
See ya.
Thanks.
Bye.
Woo! Holy cow.